Yo, what's up? The most controversial and heated debate in Valorant is up again. Which is better, Phantom or the Vandal? Last year, Phantom was everywhere in the pro scene, but Vandal has received some changes a few months back and that has increased its usage. But the opinion seems to have not changed from the poll that I have done. People still prefer the Phantom over the Vandal, at least majority of them. Some say that the Phantom shoots for a lot longer than the Vandal, but taking a closer look, that difference is very small. So I wanted to take this in my own hands. I know both are strong, but I like the Drippy Prime Vandal and the Reaver Vandal, so I just couldn't resist, I had to take a closer look. I want to play with my favorite Vandal, but if the Phantom is better, then should you choose the Vandal for the skin or the Phantom for the superiority? The answer in this video will shock you. Well, I could never experiment in Valorant with a third person because I don't have friends. But luckily, I definitely did not steal my mom's laptop to perform some tests. Clearly, I did not. I'll break down both the guns piece by piece to show you which gun is better. Check the chapters in the description to save your time. And what's this? What the f? Yo, come on, this is not even fake. This is actually real. My subscription percentage is so small. Subscribe now. Or this Yoru is very pissed off and he will come to D-rank you. D-rank you all the way to Iron. I swear, I'm not even kidding. He will come to your games and D-rank you on purpose. So you are cursed. Hit the subscribe button or face the wrath of this Yoru. Let's get serious now. I've divided this video into several sections to save your time, so make sure to scrub through them if you don't want to go through all this data. In the first section, let's look at the amount of damage each gun does and the number of bullets it takes to kill an enemy. Here's the basic number stats of the two guns. If you don't know, by the way, some guns in Valorant do different damage depending on the distance you are from the target. Vandal is not one of those guns. Vandal has a consistent high damage and this damage doesn't change with range, while the Phantom's damage changes. But looking at these numbers will not give you enough information. So let's see how many bullets it takes to kill an enemy. It would be very useful. So first I tested with no armor and I only considered stomach shots as the shots that a person would aim for. Most people also have a very high stomach accuracy than the headshot or the leg accuracy. If you're not one of these people, then you need some help, bro. With no armor, Vandal needs only 3 bullets to kill an enemy. The Phantom also takes 3 bullets to kill an enemy, but only till 30 meters. 30 meters is the medium range distance. In the long range distance, which is above 30 meters, it changes to 4 bullets. And that's quite huge because it means that in long range combat, you will need that extra bullet. You will need to land that extra bullet. The enemy has a small chance to escape your kill, which is a huge deal. Next, with half armor, the exact same results are seen. Both the guns will take 4 bullets to kill, except in the long range where the Phantom takes extra bullet to kill, giving an edge to the Vandal. I know, Phantom has a higher fire rate, okay? I have considered this in the upcoming section, so don't come at me yet, okay? Chill. With full armor, Vandal is the best, no matter what. Vandal and Phantom take 4 bullets to kill in close range combat, but the Phantom takes 5 bullets if you're fighting from mid to long range combats. So in terms of bullet count, point goes to the Vandal. The headshot damage is quite simple to analyze. The Vandal is always a one-tap weapon, but the Phantom is not. Phantom is a one-tap weapon if the enemy is in close range, no matter the armor. In medium range, it's a one-tap if the enemy does not have a full armor and has only half armor or no armor. Long range, it's a one-tap only if the enemy is naked. If the enemy has full armor or half armor, it's not a one-tap, so that's a big disadvantage. Point goes to the Vandal again, anyway. Next, let's check the time to kill an enemy, which is determined based on the fire rate. So yeah, now we have come to fire rate. We know Vandal is superior in damage and bullet count, but the Phantom has a better fire rate, so which is overall better here? So to be the most accurate in this section, I have done basic math. We already have the fire rate of both the Phantom and the Vandal given by Riot themselves. The Phantom shoots 11 bullets in 1 second, while the Vandal shoots 9.75 bullets in 1 second. Now, how does the Vandal shoot a 0.75 of a bullet, you ask? If you did ask this, then you shouldn't even be playing Valorant at this age, bro. Anyway, moving on, the result is quite surprising actually. I again took the time to kill only for the stomach shots. So the bullets that I've counted before are the exact same bullet count that I've applied here. Just by looking at the sheet, you can tell that the maximum difference in the time to kill between the two guns is 60 milliseconds, and that's quite small, and it might not even matter when you're considering the two weapons. It's It's less than your ping in most cases. Anyway, the negative time means that the Phantom is worse, and a positive value means that Vandal is worse. So overall from the sheet, if you look, it looks like the Vandal is worse because there is more positive than negative. But you should also think of the fact that the difference is very small, and it's even smaller than your in-game ping in most cases. The Phantom is worse than the Vandal if the enemy buys full armor and you're taking medium to long range combats. And the Phantom is always worse than the Vandal in long range combats. Doesn't matter what armor the enemy has. And that's a big notice because when both guns take the same number of bullets to kill, right? The Phantom is just much better because of its higher fire rate. But the difference is small, of course. But the second Phantom takes an extra bullet, even one extra bullet to kill, the Vandal becomes better. By small amount, but still better. So summary, if the enemy does not buy full armor as much, then the Phantom is just objectively better in most cases. But the second they have full armor, Vandal performs the best in all ranges. I would give this point to the Vandal because full armor is bought more than half armor in a match, which gives Vandal a lot more viability than the Phantom when it comes to stomach shots and time to kill. Next, let's talk about the inaccuracy. Each gun has inaccuracy, which determines whether your bullet lands exactly where you aim or it drifts a bit. Both the Phantom and the Vandal have inaccuracy, but the Vandal is much more inaccurate than the Phantom. This inaccuracy is best noticed in long range combats, and I have made a separate video for this, link in the description. I just did it again to show you what I mean. If you have a target long range and you aim for the head, roughly 5 out of those 10 bullets will land where you exactly aim at long range with the Vandal, which is quite terrible if I'm being honest. Phantom is objectively much better with 7 out of 10 bullets landing where you aim. And you can reduce this inaccuracy by aiming with ADS, which is the reason why ADS exists in Valorant. They want you to aim long range with ADS, so more of your bullets land where you aim. And this ADS improves it a lot, with 9 out of 10 bullets landing on the Vandal and 10 out of 10 bullets landing on the Phantom. I think it's obvious, point here goes to Phantom. It's more accurate, more of your bullets will land. You might have observed sometimes that your Vandal shots didn't land exactly where they should have, like you must have missed some headshots and stuff. It's not because you missed your aim, it's probably because the Vandal is inaccurate. So you also need to think about that. Next reason, which is the biggest reason for Phantom being objectively better, is spamming. When you spam the Phantom, there are no bullet tracers, while with the Vandal, there is bullet tracers. Why is this important? Well, with these tracers, you can see exactly where the enemy is, or roughly where the enemy is, resulting in opponents spamming you, and you will die 9 out of 10 times because of these tracers. These tracers make it very obvious where you are. It's one of the main reasons the Phantom is preferred. It's like a very big reason why Phantom is better. Point here goes to the Phantom. Now this section, I wanted to check the wallbang damage because wallbang damages are different, but I need some more time to analyze wallbangs in the first place. Wallbang damages depend on the thickness of the material as well as the angle that you look at. And it seems like wallbangs are very inconsistent for some unknown reason. If you ask me roughly, I think Vandal is much better, but I cannot objectively give you a better answer for this section. Based on damage alone, Vandal is better. Both the guns did not give one-hit headshots. They both did less than 100 damage to the head. But as I said, wallbangs need a different topic, so I didn't really give it any point here. Now the final category, which is sprays. Sprays in Valorant are fully RNG if you didn't know. I made a separate video regarding this as well, you can check it out in my channel. Each weapon in this game has a pattern, but they also have a hybrid RNG model, that's what they call it. And it's impossible to predict recoil to a very high extent. It's just completely random after a point of time. It's just impossible to predict. But we can at least see the thickness and height of the spray, like how far it goes, how wide it goes. And if you ask me roughly, it looks like Phantom is better in terms of spray. And I would give the point to the Phantom here. And that's a detailed breakdown comparison. Looking at the points, it's a tie. It's a tie. Well, that does not help me, does it? What should I choose? Do I choose Vandal Skin, which is a lot satisfying, or do I choose Victory, which is also satisfying? Well, we didn't really consider the weights of the features, did we? Like, if you like spamming smokes, then the Phantom is like much better, and spamming is a powerful tool. Untraceable spams are a lot more powerful. This is the sole reason why most people choose the Phantom over the Vandal. It's just objectively better in this case. If you want to kill fast and just get lucky one-taps and stuff, if you're like in low elo and stuff, then the Vandal is just much better. And if you're that guy who spray and prays, the Phantom is better. So I think Phantom is definitely better in that sole reason alone. Like if Riot decides to remove tracers with the Vandal, I think many people would choose the Vandal over the Phantom, like no matter what. But I think so far Riot has done a good job in balancing both the weapons. And maybe it needs a tweak, maybe Phantom needs a nerf or Vandal needs a buff, we don't know. But what do you think? Do you think the two guns are balanced? I would say they are quite balanced. I don't think they're unbalanced or unfair. Both of them have their own purposes. One has high damage, the other has a better spam ability, and one has a instant headshot, another does not. So I don't know. Maybe make it such that Phantom does not have a close range one tap potential, like at all. Maybe that would make Vandal much better. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what's yours in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.